Welcome back. So in this video, we will talk about universities and commercialization. Yes, universities play a very important role when we talk about entrepreneurial ecosystems, okay? So let's take a look, okay? Because we already talked about investors. We talk about the importance and the contribution big companies do to any, okay, entrepreneurial ecosystem, okay? Now we will talk about the role and importance of the universities, okay? What exactly is the most important contribution that these universities could make to an entrepreneurial ecosystem, okay? So take a look at this map. Take a closer look, okay? What do you think these cities have in common? Okay, we were talking about Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, San Jose, both in California, Denver, Austin, Texas, okay, Nashville, Tennessee, Columbus, Ohio, Minneapolis, and then Boston, okay? Any guess? Okay, and these are, by the way, the top 10 US cities for entrepreneurship and startups, and this was 2018, okay? What they have in common, okay, is that they have top universities, okay, really top universities. And when we talk about top universities, it's not necessarily just Ivy Leagues, okay. We were talking about those universities, okay, doing great on technology transfer offices, like they have amazing engineering schools. They are doing plenty of research, okay, and certainly they have great computer science programs as well. So those are just a few of the characteristics these universities share. And we are talking about MIT in Boston, and there are plenty of other examples in Boston we can use. Texas, okay, Texas University in Austin, pretty core to what's happening in the region, okay? Stanford University and Berkeley in San Francisco, okay? And in California, you got plenty of universities that are doing a great country, like an amazing contribution to what's happening in terms of the entrepreneurial ecosystem and startups development. And then Wisconsin University, also making a huge contribution to the region, okay, in terms of research, amazing programs, and students are not only graduating and being educated at those schools, they are also, okay, contributing in terms of startup development, okay, and innovation. So this is important, okay, because if you look at, for example, top startup ecosystems in 2020, okay, take a look, okay. If you actually look for more information, you'll see that these countries also share, okay, amazing, okay, education systems and really good universities, okay, really good universities. So these are the highest ranked universities outside the US, okay? And if you take a look, you probably, okay, you'll find that these names are also here, okay? Not all of them, but in general, okay? And certainly United States is #1 here. And take a look, okay? This is ranked, and look at the difference in terms of the total score. This is important. And again, these are the top startups ecosystem in 2020. Look at the difference. We're talking about United States and later Israel and Canada, okay? Let's take a look. These are number of universities, top 100 by country, okay? France, UK, Israel here, okay? So again, there is a relationship, okay, between these universities and certainly the degree of success in terms of their entrepreneurial ecosystems, okay? So why this is important and why universities play such an important role, okay? Well, universities or at least some of them, and some of those that are contributing the most have successful technology transfer offices. Okay, what exactly this office does? So the university, and let me look for the laser pointer. So this is the university. When a university devotes resources for research and development, and it's basically propelling and fostering innovation, okay, within the university. Those inventions, innovations, those new technology, okay, will transform with the help of this office in IP, in intellectual property, something you can protect, okay? Most of the time we talk about patents, okay? And that, again, with the help of the technology transfer office, okay, could be transformed in licenses agreement, in products, and certainly in startups. Some of those startups will be started by students or faculty. But some universities, even those projects that will not actually become startups or products immediately, okay, or those innovations and intellectual property that students or faculty won't use to create new companies, okay, they will just license those to bigger companies, to individuals that actually aim to create new companies, and the university will benefit as well, okay, with those licensing agreements, meaning that they will get money from those deals, okay. They'll do the same, even if a faculty of students pursue those to create those new ventures, because they will still have some agreements and they will still have some participation or some sort of agreement in which some of the fees, okay, or some of the revenues will come back to the university, okay? So what's the role of entrepreneurship in this process? Well, if we put together everything we have learned so far in this course, the truth is that the university is responsible for creating new knowledge, right? So when we talk about the inventions and the innovation and the research, what we are talking about is new knowledge, okay? We learned that invention without commercialization is not that helpful at all when we talk about economic growth, okay? And in fact, invention without commercialization is not innovation at all, okay? So that's exactly the role of the entrepreneurship component. It's basically taking all that invention, all that knowledge, and commercialize it. So look for the right opportunity, evaluate that opportunity, and bring all the resources to basically create a new product, a new service, or a company that could create enough value for the society or economic value, okay? So again, in that process, entrepreneurship basically take care of identifying the opportunity and exploiting the opportunity. And that's basically the formula for creating value, okay? Again, it could be both economic and societal and societal value, okay? How big is the impact? Just taking, for example, MIT, okay? MIT alumni, when we talk about the entrepreneurial ecosystem and the value they create based on the startups, the products and services, and the innovation this alumni basically generate, okay? There's a whole research about this, and that's why I selected MIT. And I think the outcomes were impressive from this research. So take a look at the numbers. This is from 2006, okay? So this is not as recent, but again, the numbers are really impressive. And let me move the picture here so you can take a look. Okay, so over 25,000 startups existed and 900 new ones are started each year. This is alumni, okay? These companies employ over 3 million people with aggregated annual revenues of approximately $2 trillion, okay? And I put something here, okay? To put that in perspective, the total annual revenue from MIT alumni funded startups taken together would make them the 11th largest economy in the world. So those numbers are very impressive. So this will just give you some idea of how important, okay, is the role of the university, how important it is to create new knowledge, because that's what's going to create the right pipeline in the ecosystem in terms of potential products, services, and certainly startups, okay? Think about the importance of having innovation in your entrepreneurial formula, how important it's to be unique and to create value. So how to do that without new knowledge? Remember, innovation is about recombining things, okay? But again, if you have nothing to recombine, it's impossible to create innovation. That's the importance of universities, students, faculty, and basically to focus most of the resources in creating that new knowledge, okay? You play a key role in all this process. In this process, you are the main character, okay, of this story, okay? Because you are part of those entrepreneurs, okay, with the potential of creating significant value, okay? Think about some of the companies we have seen in the course, okay? And if we haven't seen some of this, please, I encourage everybody to look for those for information of the internet. So Facebook, all of you probably have an account. TerraCycle, amazing story. Jessica Matthews, now it's uncharted power, but we saw the example of the circuit pole. Google, okay, Kiva, another amazing story, okay? So just take a look at what other young students like you have done, okay? So the importance of using the university as a platform to safely experiment, to identify the opportunities, to reach out, to actually leverage on all the resources you have at hand here in this micro ecosystem. It's really important. It's really important, okay? Because once you graduate, you can be one of those alumni that create value, not only for the local ecosystem, but for the world, okay? So again, universities are really important. They're playing an amazing, like, important role in every single entrepreneurial ecosystem. If you want to actually change, propel growth, and actually have a thriving ecosystem, education, universities, and creating new knowledge are key, are critical to create the dynamism you will need. See you in the next video.